Okay, so here we are. What's that thing? That's an audio recorder. So I've just come down to Brisbane for the day. Just getting cutaway shots of around town and at Moss with my trusty companion, Mr. Quick 50 himself.
Want to make a quick 50 bucks?
That'll make sense if you see the film. Okay, so
that's what you call an DVD extra.
So anyway, so Matt and I are wandering around. We're just getting cutaway shots in the city and also some time-lapse stuff, which has been good. I'm going to have to do another session late night and early morning, which we'll do next couple of weeks. But it's all good so far. So there we go. And I'm also delivering the rough cut to a couple of people today as well. So yeah, looking good.
And I'm also going to do a DVD commentary track over the film. It'll be about 53 minutes of nothing, and then, oh, it's me, that's me, and then nothing.
About an hour 40 of nothing, and then, oh, there I am, there I am.
That's it.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Just getting the nice view here. Okay, so continuing my series on the making of the extras of the film.
Yep.
We've just got you in silhouette here, Matt, looking over your $50 million yacht in the background.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't shoot the whole film there. I don't know why you wouldn't let us, but...
Well, there are certain things in that yacht, Scott, that are not for the eyes of the ordinary person. I'm not want to blow my own trumpet, of course. Being big in the business, I've got people who'll do that for me.
Oh, you're just in silhouette here. There should be more like...
Now I'm also...
I'm talking to my informant about the contents of his yacht. We can't reveal his identity.
Yeah. There is nothing to see on the yacht. Nothing to see here. I'm thinking I'm mentally preparing for my DVD commentary. The bits where I'm speaking, that's easy. That comes naturally to someone who's treaded the boards as many times as I have. But it's the silence that you really need to work on.
And look, I've got to say, what impressed me the most is your back acting. The scene where you're wearing the blue jacket and we film your back, the amount of emotions emoted by your right shoulder blade far exceeded those of your left shoulder blade. There's something going on there.
If you knew how much ridicule I sustained by taking those extra courses in back acting when I was still at acting college.
And this is why you've agreed only to appear in silhouette, because you don't want any more ridicule, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, it's more of a who's laughing now. They said I wasted 2 years of my 3-year acting course with back acting classes. But who's got a $50 million yacht? I rest my case.
Okay, now just open your mouth wide, open it really wide, and chomp down. There goes the yacht.
I can afford to eat $50 million yachts. Remember that, ridiculers of back acting.
Herein is the lesson. Okay, returning to our silhouetted informant. I have heard that life on film crews can be extremely glamorous at times. I was just wondering, what was more glamorous today, lugging all the gear around or standing in the freezing cold on top of a bridge? So cold you had to go to Best and Less and buy a $12.99 jumper.
The glamorous part, the most glamorous part, I think, was the high beaming that resulted from the lugging the stuff across the cold, cold bridge.
Where are we going now, Matt?
We are going for a romantic trip down memory lane, I'm told.
That's right. There's something special just down here which I want to film. Probably got one more lot of audio to get here in the Botanic Garden.
You get arrested when you film yourself doing special things, don't you?
Yes, well, we'll try our luck today. Just down here. So, just down this way.
I just got a message.
Oh, right. Something just vibrated in his pocket. Okay, down around here, if I'm not mistaken, if it didn't get wiped out by the floods, Stand this way, Matt.
Just pocketing the special thing.
Oh, look at this. I think they've redesigned this because of the floods. They have to. Oh, this is a big disappointment. They have. The, unless if I've got the wrong spot, there used to be a lagoon just here. And the very first scene of the very first feature film I ever made, In My Image, we shot just by there. Oh, man! Don't! You don't have to, don't. You don't have to sell it. It's not wrong, it's not evil. He's just telling you that because he wants you to become like him. But this is you. You do what you want. This is you. And I'm sure it was here, and that was like a bit of a jungle. And after the floods, they've redesigned it all.
It's still a bit of a jungle.
Yeah. Let's just come down here. Oh man, this is terrible. And it looked just like a jungle, which is why we filmed it.
You know what? I remember that.
Yeah. It was just, I'm sure.
I do remember that.
It was just around here, I think. Ah man, that play gym was not here. Yeah, all of this is new since the floods. Damn those floods! There goes the trip down memory lane. Okay, well, I'm now officially an old fart. My memories are being rewritten by the tide of time. Even the things I used to film here are no longer possible.
And you know, that's the real problem with the Brisbane floods. They made life slightly inconvenient for a very small number of filmmakers.
Yes.
Apart from that, you wouldn't even know they'd happen.
Yes. You'd have to line up the trees to know exactly, but it was just down in this little pocket just here. And all of this was jungle, and you'd run through it, or ride through it.
That's the problem with the way things were before the internet. There's no record.
Yes.
There's nothing on Facebook.
I'm not making this up, it did happen. I didn't post about it. I know that means it didn't happen if I didn't post about it.
You should know, Scott, if it's not on Facebook or Instagram, it didn't happen.
That's right. It does not exist. This here would be the last remnant. I reckon it was just here. I'd have to line up the kauri trees or something. Oh well. We'll go back to the city, Matt, just get a few more recordings. Look at him with that gear. Faster! You just can't get good help nowadays, can you? Oh, look out for the wild animals.
You just can't get good help these days without paying them.
Yeah. He's got his Queensland jersey on.
Oh, very good. There you go. She's not even just flying the flag herself, she's getting someone else to fly it for her.
We have a rainbow lorikeet.
Lovely. I could do that too if it wasn't such a small branch. I don't know what makes him so special. DVG special feature where Scott gets out his chameleon.
Yeah, so we're back here where we filmed some scenes. So I just needed traffic sounds actually. And look what's here now. Giant chameleon. This was shocking to film in because someone was putting an air conditioner in there and it was just really noisy.
Well, it's even noisy now.
Yeah, but
without someone putting in an air conditioner.
Power tools and everything.
Industrial air conditioner.
That's right. Not to mention the tantric Thai massage. Which one of these windows is giving you the tantric Thai massage experience?
Come into our Raben talk. Oh no, I did the inverted commas in the wrong one. Tantric Thai massage.
But just explain what the air conditioning thing was.
There was a van, and it was a particular person had their name on it, but the business name was in inverted commas. Such and such, such and such. Industrial air conditioning phone such and such. So we're wondering, was this a drug dealer and that was just the euphemism?
And he was polite enough to put the...
air conditioning, if the cops ask.
Okay, so here we are waiting for the fine dry cleaning mobile to move because we got out here to do a wide shot of this street and they went and parked right in the middle of our shot.
Some people thought it was stupid, Scott spending a significant amount of the film's budget on a dry cleaning van to get it to come and pull in. But that's that whole adversity makes for a better film. So when you want it to be an even better film, you add more diversity.
Yeah, I'm making it harder.
Takes money.
It takes money.
That adversity doesn't come cheap.
It takes money to lose money.
That's right. That's right.
See, I don't have enough money, so I can't lose enough.
I didn't realise you'd taken us so many business courses, Scott.
Okay, so here we are at the end of a long, rigorous day's filming. Man, it was hard. I've never had a day as hard as this before.
That's right.
Give me another drink and pass the caviar.
And in the film industry, getting some coke into you at the end of it. Actually, that's probably advertising. I can't do that, can I?
I'm going to get an unnamed cola brand.
I love a nice cold drink. Oh, bugger.
Well, anyway, but the highlight of the day for me was how well the time-lapse stuff worked. Let me just scroll through to
This is
one.
filming a film.
I know.
Scott, you're about to enter another dimension.
I know. Oh, hang on, I am because I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Here you go, look at this. And through the magic of technology, I can actually cut into this. I can edit splice this. Oh, look at that. That looks really good. The city cats have never worked that fast in their life.
So what Scott is going to do, this is how they make standard definition movies now. They get a high definition movie and then they film it with a camera phone like this and release that as the standard definition version. See, this is letting you guys in on the tricks of
tricks of the trade.
Modern cinema.
Okay, hang on. So, and hang on. Another really good time lapse. Hang on. Let's try this one. Does the freeway ever move that fast? There we go. Okay. Transport Minister's dream. No roadblocks at all.
The pinnacle is when they can get the bicycle lanes to go that fast as well.
Every Brisbaneite's dream. There we go. Okay, so anyway, the next move from here then is splicing this in, getting music, but I've got to come back down and get nighttime shots, particularly nighttime time-lapse stuff as well. And sunset. Not just time-lapse, but a whole lot of stuff.
I'm getting ready to do my time-lapse stuff as well, so I need as much soft drink and sugar as I can possibly get in. Because he's broken the time-lapse setting on his camera, so I need to do it as if it is.
And then I'll slow it down in the edit suite, and it looks normal.
That's right. That's how I do my best shower scene.
You're giving the secrets away again. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we are at Kangaroo Point. I'm actually filming a time-lapse of the sunset, which is a dangerous proposition because you can wreck your sensor on your camera. But anyway, giving it a go. Lots of people around enjoying the sunset. I'll be very relieved once it actually gets behind the building. I've set it to... It's actually going to overexpose a bit here because I'd want it to be able to I've set it so that when it goes behind the building it reads a little bit when it's darker, so I've opened it up a bit, which means it's really overexposing here. But anyway, so we're shooting this at 2 frames a second, and hopefully it'll get behind the buildings pretty soon. There we go. So that's it so far. Okay, well the sun has gone down. The camera's still rolling. I'm hoping that I can get the lights coming on in the buildings, but I've got to leave here in about 10 minutes and I don't think it's going to be quite dark enough by the time I've got to leave. But I'm going to do another shot on another day down there where it's a bit more of a close-up, because that's lit up like a Christmas tree and we'll get more close-up detail lights coming on in buildings down there. So this shot will probably cross to that or something. But, I don't know, I might be lucky. You know, I think the lights will be on in those buildings, but there's still enough ambient light that it's not really reading. But anyway, so... And of course I am shooting towards the brightest part of the sky just by definition, because that's where the sun sets. So... haven't played it back, hopefully the sensor in the camera is okay. But, all good so far. Alright, well you probably can't see it here, but the lights are starting to come on in the buildings over there. But also, the yellow battery light has come on, so it's a race. I've got to go in 5 minutes anyway, so it's a race. What's going to happen first? We're going to be able to read those lights in the buildings well enough? Is this going to die? Do I have to go first? Let's see what happens. It's all looking good.